Ladies, we're going to start with the bench press. I'm going to use Coach Carter today to demonstrate this exercise, but what we want to do is talk about technique. In the weight room helps you become a champion, but it's really critical that technique and form are followed precisely. Before we worry about weight, you've got to worry about technique and form. Coach, come on over here. Now, as we talk about technique and form in the bench press, we're going to be very precise what we want. And when you come in the fall and we lift, we want to be able to see that you've used this technique all summer. What we want to focus on is using basic lifts this summer to get stronger. Then when you get here in the fall, we're going to add some Olympic lifts to develop power and explosion, things that we need on the basketball court. So let's go to the bench. Coach Carter will get into the bench, and what we want from the bench is we want her grip to be shoulder width apart. We do not want a really wide grip. We want a shoulder width grip that will work not only her chest and the pec muscles, but also her arms. Now, when the spotter or the lifter lift the weight, what we want to do is we want to go down in a 2 count. 1, 2, and then up in a 1 count. Boom. Down in a 2, 1, 2, and go ahead and coach lift like you would. Now the other thing that's really critical is you can see the bar is hitting her chest. And that's really critical because you can see that it's working the full range of motion of her muscles. If you don't come down all the way, you're cheating the whole length of the muscle. We want you to bring it all the way to the chest and get that full range of motion, the pecs and the arms with strength. We'll let her lift a couple more reps. Okay? Now, thanks, Coach. You can go ahead and worry about the camera as I finish up here. Now, what we want, ladies, is we want you to lift 3 sets. The first week, we're going to ask you to find a weight that you can lift 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. But we want that 9th and that 10th rep to be really tough, to be really strained. Then, in the second week and on, we're going to ask you to lift about 6 to 8 reps and find a weight. So this first week, make sure you find a weight that you can do 8 to 10 reps. That 9th and 10th rep on every set has to be tough. If you're finding that weight and the first or second set, you're only able to lift 6 or 7 reps, that's okay. Okay? What I don't want is your first set or two to be 15, 16 reps. So find a weight that challenges you so your 9th and 10th rep on each of those 3 sets is strained. Again, we want to get strong and build a good base of strength through the summer doing these basic lifts.